Hello and welcome back to Viking Conquest and our Ironman challenge. Now, when we left off, we were in a bit of a situation where I needed more cash to be able to buy a ship. And, well, I actually did say that I was going to stay away from naval combat, but it kind of seems to me that this is the next logical step up from what I've currently been doing, which I actually took one of your hints or tips, information, whatever you want to call it, from the comments, and I've just been doing that. And what that is me running around with a very small band of units, basically just my companions, and taking priority on the loot every single time I defeat a bandit party. And usually the bandit party is not exactly difficult to defeat, if you'll excuse my lame horse, which has been injured multiple times. Yes, let's just ignore that. But anyway, the point is that it's relatively easy to defeat bandits when you have a small army, even now. So I've just basically been doing that. I have a whole bunch of helms, as you can see right here, and once my companions come back and I actually start to gear them up a little bit as well, because I have gained an additional companion, and he is actually one of the companions that I want to have for my finished party, basically. And so I'm here at Reba, and there's a really good reason why I'm here at Reba, because I have found a relatively good ship. This is actually not it. This is actually not the ship that I'm thinking of buying, because, as you can no doubt see, I don't have enough money for this. I do not have enough money for this, not by... well, only 7,000, but I don't have enough money for it nevertheless. Now here is the thing that I'm actually going to be buying. It is 31,000 plus 3,500 to repair. I think it's perfectly acceptable. As it says here, acceptable, so why not? Let's buy it. I do want to do that. Yes, that's actually something that I forgot to do as well. I need to go and do that very, very quickly. I have leveled up twice, by the way. I was just basically doing a whole bunch of tournaments in my off-screen time, and I know that some people don't really like to see all of that, so I basically just did those off-screen. Nothing really to report. I basically just killed 2 people every single round and then just tabbed out and, got forward in my efforts, basically. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just take a quick look and see exactly what I want to do here with my attribute point, because this is really, really important, because you only get an attribute point every single, every 5 levels? Yeah, you get an attribute point every 5 levels, so I gained it at 11, and we're going to get another one at 16, because obviously you don't start at level 0, you start at level 1, so it's 1, 11, 1, 6, 11, and so on and so forth from there. So I'm actually going to go for agility here, because I personally feel like Weapon Master, riding, and to a lesser extent athletics is going to be really, really important for us. But the one thing that we really want to do is get Sea King. So we're going to go for... I'm actually kind of... I don't really want to go super hard on the amount of ships that I have, but if we can capture some ships, it's going to be really good. So I'm going to go for agility here, just so I can get an additional point in Weapon Master. We're going to put a whole bunch of points in Sea King, so we'll just take 3 in that, and hopefully we'll level up at some point while we're doing this as well. I didn't spec into riding, even though I would love to, because I personally feel like riding skill is so incredibly useful, especially when you're by yourself with just your companions in these fights against bandits and things like that. So anyway, there you go. We now have Sea King, thankfully. I actually did level up a little bit so that, now I can actually do this. And we will be buying this ship. There we go. Fantastic. So this is my ship now. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, look at that. And we're actually going to be repairing it. Am I? Am I going to be repairing it? Yeah, I guess. I've only got 4,500 left now. You can customize it as well if you so desire, so you can just change the sails. So I can change it to red. I can change it to blue and red, blue and white, green, blue and yellow, or customized. Right. Wow, there's actually a whole bunch. Green and yellow is fine, thanks very much. I don't really want to go for anything else. Alright, so we can now sail from port. And we can go anywhere we want. Now, I do have to be very careful here, because I have an extremely low amount of, what is the thing again? Navigation, yes. navigation is the thing that you need to be a bit careful of, because I'm not going to have enough speed to get away from things. And generally, it is a lot easier to travel with the automated shipping system. So basically, you know, pick up a whole bunch of wool, pick up a whole bunch of iron, tar, so on and so forth, trade goods, whatever they may be, and then just use that system with a very small party, and you're going to gain so much cash. I actually did do a little bit of trading here and around, you know, just in between the tournaments and so on and so forth, and that actually did quite a good number for us. And yeah, it was okay, you know, not too bad. And I actually do have a little bit of wool left over, as you can see here. I have not been to Dorstad, though. So, yeah, it is actually really nice for me to do this right now. And we're just going to take all of this over to Reba, and we don't have to pay anyone. That's what's really cool about this. I don't have to pay anyone whatsoever for these services. You know, I can just literally pay, what, 720 for that. And I'm going to go into the mead hall as well, because I'm looking for... Ooh, hello, sailor. Join me. Yes. So now sailors are really, really good, because basically what they do is they give you a small amount of navigation. As far as I'm aware, they do actually add to your overall navigation. As you see here, they actually have 6. It's a party skill. Not entirely sure if it does, but I think it does, because I think someone in the comments did mention that, and I think I do remember that from previously when I played Viking Conquest. So it is really, really cool to get some sailors in your army, because then you're going to be able to move around really quickly. I wonder whether you can actually tell that we are significantly quicker than we were previously. So I think that's really cool. If we do come across some enemies, though, we're going to have some issues because, well, I can run away from them. Ooh, those guys look really... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to getting on the ocean waves once I have returned to my troops' quarters. And speaking of that, I have actually done quite a bit of recruiting and building of enterprises as well. And how did I afford all of this? Fighting the bandits north of Edinburgh, and literally just going and selling the things that I gained from that. And that's literally it. That is literally it. Just super, super easy, and a good way to build up your cash reserves as well, because your troops' wages are not actually going to tick by, because you're just fighting all the time, and you're in a battle almost every, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, because there are just so many renegades around there, and you're going to be able to earn a lot of money that way. So that's a something for those of you that may be having some slight issues with making money. Just do that. Just do that. That is a really, really good way to do it. And as I said, I personally feel like the efficiency of that is super, super good. I'm actually wondering whether I should buy these balanced throwing spears. They are 30 damage rather than the skirmish javelins, which are just 15. So I'm just going to buy these, because I personally feel like these things are going to be really, really good. They're going to destroy shields really fast. I haven't been able to find any any horseman javelins or anything like that, which is really quite a shame. But there's not really much I can do about it if I'm not fighting the actual units that drop the item. So anyway, there you go. We actually sold a whole bunch. We gained 9,000, so we've got 9,000 now. And now I can head across the ocean waves. And I was like, now I'm a bit worried here. I'm kind of worried, because look at this. I have literally the smallest ship in the world. Well, it's not really the smallest, but it is looking pretty small on the map at the moment. And I don't have a lot of troops with me. And it is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with enemies. No enemies there, just a trader. That's fine, that's fine. And I'm going to keep these sailors with me, I think, because the sailors are really going to make a huge difference to how fast we can go. And look at these guys, Norwegian Vikings right there, 28 of them. And they do have 14 sailors with them as well, which is actually quite nice to see. And we're going to be fighting all of these things. We are literally going to try and prey upon every single thing that I can in the vicinity. Now, bear in mind that if we can, I'm going to try and, of course, capture enemy vessels as well. I think that's going to be a huge amount of fun. So let's go into the port of Edinburgh right here. If I can. There we go. Thank you. And let's go into the mead hall real quick, because you never know, there might be some people. Oh, there's a sailor. Thank you. Please join me. And okay, epilepsy. Let's not do that. Let's not go there. Apparently, there's a storm going on, so that's not really nice. But otherwise, this is my current army that you can see right here. These guys. I actually did get a berserker, by the way. I was in Norway, and I went to the Odin's little area there that you can interact with. Not the cave, but the other place, the Hof. I don't know. Anyway, the point is that I was able to get a berserker, and these guys are absolutely crazy good. So yeah, they're going to be really fun to use. But I'm not going to take those onto the ocean waves, because if they die, it's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad. They did join me for free, though, I believe. So I guess it's all right. But otherwise, we're just going to take some veterans, ship captains. I can only take 55, I believe. So we should probably... I'm a bit worried about taking these guys as well. 43 now. I guess I can take a couple of skirmishers, maybe? Oh, no, they're actually horse archers. Don't really want to take those, because horse archers are going to be so much better in actual field battles. So maybe some archers? Let's take some archers. Why not? There we go. All right, so we do have quite a few units that can actually fight. And we're going to move the sailors all the way down, because they're not going to be very good in a battle, in my opinion. And we are going to sail from port. I have to be a bit careful here as well. I'm a bit worried. I got to say that. I haven't actually fought on the ocean waves for a very long time. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait here for some time first. Alright, so this might be a little bit too much for us, and I'm a bit worried about this, but I can't really do anything about it because they ambushed me out of nowhere, and I don't really have a good amount. I thought I had a good amount of spotting skill, but apparently I don't. So anyway, let's try and see what we can do here. Yeah, now let me see if I can actually remember how to do... Oh, okay. Is it actually automatic now? Or... Oh, no. There we go. Okay, I actually remember how to control the ship now. So I'm actually going to try and get on the right side of this boat, or of this ship. And then we're going to go to the left if we can. We're actually doing pretty nicely. We are actually doing pretty nicely so far. Okay, nice. Okay, now I have to be really careful here. Take him out. Oh, yeah. Oh, I killed one of my own. That's not good. Okay, well, let's just jump across here real quick and see what we can do. Try and kill as many of these units as we can get our hands on, because these guys are going to be really, really hard to dislodge if we allow their reinforcements to come in. Okay. Okay, kill that guy. Yes. And kill him too, please. There we are. Thank you. All right, we got to be careful. And I'm actually wondering whether I should just wait. I think I should probably just wait. Let's just do that. Because if we actually decide to charge at them, bad things will probably happen. So, oh, nice! I did 53 damage. That's cool. All right, yeah, but this guy, these guys literally have such a small vessel. It's going to be pretty hard for them to actually do anything here. And I do have a pretty long weapon. I'm sure they're going to love that. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, look at that. Critical damage. Massive amounts of critical damage. I am trying to be extremely careful here, because bear in mind, Ironman challenge, if I fall from my ship and die due to falling damage, that is a death. That does count. Because even though I would prefer if it didn't count, because of course it's a bit of a... I'm going to say it. It's a bit of a janky system. It's a bit of a janky system, the whole naval combat thing. I think it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it's really nice that it's actually included in the game. But it is very much stretching the limits of the engine and what it can actually do. Because you can see here, we're just bouncing back and forth between... because the AI is not really able to do that much in regards to... navigating around, making sure that their pathfinding is actually working as intended. So you can see here that is a bit of a problem. So I'm going to actually move forward, and maybe we can get out of this particular little area here, and maybe we can then try and eliminate the opponent if we can get out of this well, parking lot, I guess. Traffic jam, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty awful. So, yeah, let me see if I can turn a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, so that's worked out quite nicely. And now it seems like all of our archers are having a field day with these guys. And our sailors as well. I apologize, sailors. They actually seem to be much better in combat than I anticipated. So, there you go. I'm actually really surprised that we were able to achieve such a dramatic victory. I don't know. I have no comment on this. I have no comment. I really thought that we were going to have some big problems here. But, I mean, look at that. 21 Vikings with relatively good gear on as well. All right, I'll rescue these sailors, thanks very much. And we also get the opportunity to capture so many prisoners. These guys are going to sell for so much. We'll also capture the sailors just in case. And it kind of makes me really sad now that I am going to have to earn such a huge amount of money more to be able to afford another ship. I might have the opportunity to, of course, procure one through unsavory methods like I might have just now. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not going to claim first loot in these particular battles because I don't want a huge amount of our people to leave, and that would be bad. You know, that would be bad. So we're just gonna take the loot that we can, and I'm gonna stop before here because there might be a whole bunch more loot from another battle for us to engage upon. So that's going to be really nice. But anyway, look at that. We encountered them just out of here. Really, really nice. So otherwise, you know what? Should I go back? I don't really want to, you see. I don't really want to go back because that's the thing. There is a ransom broker in the mead hall here, or there was. Yeah, he's moved on now. He's moved on now. All right. Well, that's absolutely fine. Actually, you know what? Is there a... there's a robber's den down there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to check this mead hall real quick. If there's a ransom broker here, I will be overjoyed. Finn archers are fantastic units by the looks of things as well. Very pleased that I was able to gain a couple of those. And we're going to go to Bebbanborough. Things are going pretty well for the Kingdom of Northumbria so far. I think you can probably agree on that, because I think they took Edinburgh, didn't they? I think they took that, or were they already the owners of that? I'm not entirely sure how it is, but whatever the case. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Whoa. Hello. That's actually some really... yeah, now that's the thing. I can't do that. If I wanted to do that, then I would have an overabundance of people, and I would also not have any space for prisoners, and there's some spearmen right there that I would love to be able to recruit, but I can't do that. So I guess we're just going to have to leave it the way it is, and I will just make a brief stopover at the Robber's Den, because we have so much in... wow, they only have 3,000? Oh, wow, okay. You guys are bankrupted, basically. Okay, this is going to be very easy to get a lot of cash. And we're done. That's it. Are you serious? Why are they bankrupt? That's kind of weird. I have not come to sell things at this Robber's Den for quite some time, so I have no idea. I guess it's just randomized or something like that, but whatever the case, maybe we'll be able to... No, there isn't a slave trader in here either. Well, does it really matter? Maybe if we come across someone a little bit, well, maybe a little bit tougher, then we might fight them. But let's see, what else is down here? It's Dunwich, right? Dunwich is actually, oh yeah. Dunwich is actually at peace with us, because we're no longer a part of that faction. So that's actually really, really cool. And I would like to go out into the ocean a little bit more. Welcome back, Solveig. Yes, very nice indeed. Okay, yeah, so she's definitely going to be getting some additional gear now as well. She's wearing a Norse tunic. It's pretty awful. And we're going to give her a much better helmet as well. Bear in mind that this is going to give them massive, shall we say, deficits in their power throw skill and stuff like that. But I kind of feel like it is worth it, because they're going to be much more defensive, and it's going to be much harder for them to get taken out. I think that's quite important. So maybe it's not, maybe it is. It really depends. Maybe later down the line we'll swap them out for something a little bit more usable for them or something. But otherwise, On to Dunwich. On to Dunwich it is. And let's see if there are any... No enemies? No enemies around here? Well, I guess I could stop off at the Danish Longfort here. There's the landing point. There we go. And we will sell the spoils. Look at that. 5,000 only? Are you serious? What's going on here? There's some crazy stuff going on. Okay. Well, whatever the case, it is definitely going to be enough for me to sell here. And I'm keeping these other 2 helms just in case, because you never know. I think there's one more companion that's going to come back, and I think he might want a helmet. So we're just going to leave that like so. Okay. Hello. Oh, no. Slave traders. Wow. 65 slaves. Wow, they have a very large ship then, don't they? Yes. Actually, I don't think the prisoners actually count for the capacity, do they? I don't think so. All right, so here we go. Please give me a ransom broker. Yeah, there we go. Ransom broker. Yeah, look at that. 1,200. Yes. Now, can you imagine if our entire prisoner hold was filled with actual high-tier units? That would be really, really cool, in my opinion. Okay, so let's sail from port and let's try and get another naval battle. Now what do we have here? It looks like I am coming across a battle between a traveler, a friendly traveler, and those of some Frankish raiders. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, there's only 18. Well, why not? Why not? Let's try it. I think Frankish raiders are some of the hardest that we're maybe going to encounter here. Look, there's our friend, the traveler, and he's not going to give me anything, let's face it. He's really not going to give me anything. But it's fine. It's fine. We're doing this for other things. We're doing this for, you know, proving our worth, gaining some renown, getting some loot, and so on. And we're not really doing this for, well, praise from some random, you know, some random traveler or anything like that. So let's see if we can... Oh dear, we're getting sandwiched again, aren't we? Yeah, this is slightly problematic, actually. This is slightly problematic. So let's see if I can do some damage to these guys. Yep. Oh, we killed a Reaver in one hit. Nice. That's really, really cool. I like it. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Oh, no. Kill him. Oh, 64 damage. 64 damage. That's a lot. So if someone can just do a little bit of extra damage to him, he's going to die very easily. I wonder whether I can actually get a little bit of an opening here. Never mind. That was it. The traveler did not even help us one bit. That is actually kind of crazy, but there you go. We're increasing our relation with commoners by a small percentage, and we also gained some additional sailors. I don't know whether to rescue them or not. I guess I will, just in case. And we now have 54 out of 55 as well. So let's share the loot. Yeah, this thing right here, that's going to sell for so much money at a bandit hideout or something like that. So it's really good to get that. And there you go. It looks as though Solveig and Brunhild are getting along very, very nicely. That's very good. And we also have some more Frankish raiders that wanted to intercept this traveler right here. And we're actually going to go in against this ship captain. We do have 68, but bear in mind that the traveler's party is completely filled with sailors, so it is probably not going to be super powerful for them. You know, they're not going to be combat masters of any kind, so it is definitely going to be up to us to be able to do as much damage as we can do. I'm actually very much liking our choice of ship as well. I feel like if I had gone for the other ship, it might have been a little bit too large for our purposes, perhaps. Maybe that would have been happening. So let's see if we can slow down a little bit here. I'd like to get over there if at all possible. Do we need to? Yeah, no. Do we even need to? I'm not sure. We're having some issues. Suffice it to say. Oh yeah, look. See, this is what I mean. Absolutely janky pathfinding and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't blame the developers for this, because it is, I feel like the game is really, really hard to make work with these kinds of things. So, you know, I think it's kind of amazing that it works as well as it does at this point. But, there we go. So there is kind of like a magnetic system, if you know what I mean. So basically, as soon as you're right next to an enemy's vessel, you will then gain a little bit of a... Oh, that was close. Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, that was extremely close. I actually thought I was done for there. I thought that I was literally going to jump in the ocean. I don't know whether you saw as well. I literally was in a place where I could just basically look down and I saw no gap in between the ships. And I thought, okay, this is going to be my opportunity to jump across. And then as soon as I attempted to do that, boom, a gap appeared almost immediately. That is hilarious. That always happens, doesn't it? That just absolutely always happens. Let's take a slaver chief and we'll take one sailor, and that's basically all I can take. But we have a huge amount of very nice prisoners to take and capture. I was going to say tapture, but that's not a word. Anyway, there you go. Ooh, nice. We've got some good stuff right here. And bear in mind that because we have a boat of our very own now, I can basically go back to the Danish Longfort right there, and I can just sell this stuff that I have literally just gained. And these are my businesses, by the way. I think I have another one coming up somewhere. I think in Tunsberg. I think I did get another one in Tunsberg. But that's going to take a little bit of time because I think I just did that. So it's going to take a bit of time for that to happen. But otherwise, let's sell some spoils. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 9,300. That's really good. So we'll just sell all this stuff. Going to keep this just in case one of our companions that comes back from spreading right to rule, it could potentially use it. So we'll just do that. But I could sell these helms for 1,500 and 1,000 respectively. They're really, really expensive to sell, but I don't necessarily need the money super badly at the moment. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we'll see what we can do about maybe selling our prisoners as well. I'm actually hoping that Dunwich has a ransom broker still. We might get lucky. But yeah, as I say, it's really, really good to go for these bandit hideouts and things like that, because you will really make so much money. Okay, so there you go. Sell all of them. 1,400. Not bad. Not bad. I was maybe thinking around that number. But as I say, if you can take these Norway Vikings and the various other Vikings that wear chainmail, those guys are going to sell for a bundle. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.